If you're looking for the best ham radio to start with, we've tested several beginner-friendly options. In this video, we'll share our top 5 choices, explain their main features, and give you tips on what to think about before picking one. You can also find the latest prices and links to all the radios in the description. First on the list is the Retevis RT95. This is one of the easiest mobile ham radios to use. If you're just starting out and want something simple to set up in your car, this is a great pick. The Retevis RT95 is a great mobile ham radio for beginners. Measuring just over 6 inches wide, it's compact enough to fit in your car, even when space is tight. One of its best features is the 180-degree rotatable screen, which lets you mount the radio in any position while keeping the display clear and easy to read. The screen is bright, simple to navigate, and makes checking frequencies and settings hassle-free. Programming is also easy since the RT95 supports Chirp software, allowing you to set up channels quickly without dealing with complicated menus. Plus, it comes with 6 customizable buttons for fast access to your most used functions. With selectable output power of 5, 10, or 25 watts, you can choose the right transmission strength for your needs. The built-in speaker and microphone provide clear, reliable audio for smooth communication every time. If you're on a budget, the Baofeng GT5R is our best choice. It's low cost, easy to use, and perfect if you want to try ham radio without spending too much money. The Baofeng GT5R is one of the easiest radios for beginners to get started with ham radio. It's a dual-band handheld that puts out about 5 watts of power, enough to reach local repeaters and make your first contacts. What makes it different from the older UV5R is that the GT5R is FCC certified, so you know it's approved for use in the US. That makes it a safer choice for newcomers. The tricky part is programming. It can be confusing to set up by hand, and the menus aren't very simple. The good news is that there are lots of videos, guides, and online groups that can help. Once it's programmed, either through the keypad or with software like Chirp, it works well. The sound is clear for local use, the battery lasts a full day, and extras like antennas or spare batteries are cheap and easy to find. As for other options in the same price range, the UV5R costs less but doesn't have FCC approval, which some people don't worry about, but beginners might. The Quansheng UV-K5 is often said to have better audio and sturdier build quality. The Tedradio TDH3 is another option, and it usually comes with a programming cable, which makes setup easier. In short, if you just want something simple, legal, and reliable, the GT5R is the best starting point. If you want to try something a little different, the UV-K5 or TDH3 could be a bit nicer to use without costing much more. Next, we have the Yaesu FT70DR, a good starter option if you want to try digital ham radio. It's beginner-friendly and gives you access to digital features at an entry level. For most ham radio users, the Yaesu FT70DR is a great choice. It gives you a good mix of price and real digital features from a trusted brand. Even though it's one of Yaesu's cheaper radios, it still has C4FM digital and WiresX. These are basic versions, but that's the point. You get to try advanced features without paying for the expensive models. It's not perfect. Programming can be tricky. The sound, while clear, can sometimes feel a bit muffled, and the battery doesn't last very long. Many people just buy an extra battery to fix that. In everyday use, it works well, covering 144 to 148 MHz and 434 and 50 MHz for transmitting, and it can receive from 108 MHz to 579.99 MHz. The colored LEDs above the screen make it easy to see which band and mode you're using. It doesn't have APRS, which is on Yaesu's higher-end radios, but it does keep useful tools like digital group monitor and ID display. The build is strong, IP54 splash and ready for outdoor use. It's often compared to the VX6R, which is waterproof and covers 3 bands but has no digital mode. That's why the FT70DR is a better fit for most people. You get digital at a lower price. If you can spend more, the FT3DR or FT5DR have extra features, but for most, the FT70DR is the perfect middle ground. Tough, capable, digital, and affordable. If you need something tough and reliable, go for the Yaesu FT60R. This is a sturdy analog radio that works well outdoors and is still very simple to operate. Even though there are newer radios with more advanced features, the Yaesu FT60R is still a top choice for many ham radio users. It's known for being tough and reliable, which is why outdoor users especially like it. But does it really live up to its reputation? In this video, we'll take a close look at the Yaesu FT60R. We'll go over its main features, compare it with other radios, and help you decide if it's the right one for you. Yaesu is a well-known brand in the ham radio world. They're known for making radios that are packed with features and built to last. One of their most popular handheld models is the FT60R, first released in 2004. It's a dual-band radio that can transmit up to 5 watts on the 144 MHz and 430 MHz ham bands. It can also receive signals across a wide range of other frequencies, including UHF, VHF, TV, AM radio, and public safety channels. The FT60R comes with some useful features like emergency ID, improved paging, code squelch, and a password lock for extra security. While it's not fully waterproof, its strong water-resistant case makes it very durable. It also has a backlit keypad and a lamp button so you can see it in the dark, plus 2 programmable buttons you can set for your favorite functions. The radio has a large screen that clearly shows important info and is easy to read. Getting started is easy. Just attach the antenna, insert the battery, and you're ready to go. It has 1,000 memory channels, 9 DTMF dialer memories, and 10 memory banks. You can store and scan as many channels as you want, and the DTMF memory makes dialing automatic. You can also set 2 keys on the keypad for quick access to functions you use often. As for signal coverage, the FT60R can transmit from 120 to 148 MHz and 430 to 520 MHz, and it can receive signals from 108 to 520 MHz and 700 to 900 MHz. The radio comes with a 7.2 volt 1400 mAh battery that lasts up to 12 hours. Charging takes about 4 hours with a fast charger or up to 10 hours with a slower one. The FT60R is easy to use and comes with a helpful manual that guides you step by step. It's a great option for anyone who wants a tough, budget-friendly radio, especially for outdoor use. It's also perfect for beginners who want a simple, reliable radio. However, it might not be the best pick for professionals who need more advanced features. And while the stock antenna works, upgrading it could improve performance. Overall, it's easy to see why the FT60R is still so popular. If you can find one for sale, it's definitely worth checking out. And finally, our top overall choice for beginners is the Baofeng BF-F8HP Pro. It offers a good mix of power, ease of use, and value, making it the best all-around option. Right when you turn on the BF-F8HP Pro, it's clear that this radio is a big step up from the older BF-F8HP. One of the biggest improvements is that it supports 3 frequency bands: 70 centimeters, 1.25 meters, 220 megahertz, and 2 meters. The addition of the 1.25 meter band is great if you want more options, especially for using local repeaters. Another upgrade is the built-in GPS, which replaces the flashlight from the older model. While some might miss having a flashlight, the GPS lets you share your location with saved contacts, which is really useful for group trips or emergency situations. When it comes to performance, the Pro version really delivers. Baofeng says it puts out 8 watts on the 70 centimeters and 2 meter bands, and 5 watts on the 1.25 meter band, but in actual use, it goes even higher. It can hit up to 11 watts on 2 meter, about 9 watts on 70 centimeters, and around 5.5 to 5.7 watts on 1.25 meter. That's more power than the older version. The build quality is also better. The radio feels tougher and the battery locks in more securely. It comes with a 2500 mAh battery that charges using USB-C, which is a nice upgrade from the older micro USB or charging docks. It also has IP54 splash and dust protection, so it's good for outdoor use. Just don't dunk it in water. The software features have improved too. You can save up to 1,000 channels and organize them into zones for easier access. This is something the old model didn't have. Plus, the Pro version supports firmware updates, so Baofeng can fix bugs or add features in the future, something the older models couldn't do. Now it's not perfect. One issue is that the harmonic output on the 2 me band isn't great. It's about 18.9 dBs below the main signal, which might be a problem in areas with strict radio rules. Also, the included antenna is just average, like most Baofeng antennas, so it's worth getting a better one if you want more range. Zone switching could be easier, and yes, there's no flashlight like before. Overall, the BFFA HP Pro is probably Baofeng's best analog handheld radio so far. With its tri-band support, extra power, GPS, USB-C charging, and new features, it clearly improves on the old model in just about every way. What's good? Tribe 2 meters, 70 centimeters, 1.25 meters, higher power than advertised. GPS for sharing your location, bigger battery with USB-C charging, zones and firmware update support. What could be better? Harmonics on 2int could be cleaner. Stock antenna is just okay. No built-in flashlight. Zone switching takes a few extra steps. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you figure out which radio is right for you. Check the links in the description for prices, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your thoughts. Have an awesome day.